Hi everyone, it's Michael for the Secret Space Pirate. Today I will show you some basic with one ball. So when it's about juggling, everybody wants straight away to learn to do 3-ball juggling. And you can go there, but it's gonna take a while. And me today I want to show you what can you do already with one ball. Because sometimes we're gonna be like maybe working with some kids, they want to have some fun, and they don't have time to learn 3 balls juggling, but you still want to give them something to play around with. And just with one object you can do already a lot. And with simple exercise you can keep them excited and having a lot of fun for a while. What I'm going to show you in this video, I'm going to explain you also a lot of theory that you don't necessarily need to explain to kids, but it's good for you to know what is to have a correct toss. And especially if you want to go to 3, you first need to learn how to toss it correctly with 1, and there's a lot of small details that you can add in there. And let's get started with the really basic. Ball in one hand, and we're going to toss it and catch it with the same hand. Here, what you want is to have your hand as a spoon, not as a fork. Because if you have it as a fork, what's happened most of the time is that you make the ball spin, which is make it way harder to catch it, because when you catch it, the ball spins, so it wants to go out. What you want here is a spoon. You see, like it's really inside my hand, and you are tossing from down to up. And not with a spin. This is a really important part. And here, even it can seem boring for you here, do this catch, this toss and catch at least 10 times and try to play a bit with height, to a really small one, a bit higher, and even higher. And of course, with the other end. We are not here to forget the other side, because you're gonna need both. And when this is good for you, we can go for next step. Now we are ready to toss from one hand to another. And then the challenge starts. Here there's a lot of points going to be important. First, focus on tossing correctly more than to catch. Because when you're going to have 2 or 3 balls to juggle, you will not think about catching. Your body will do it for yourself. This is like muscle memory. And if you want to help the body to catch it, toss correctly. And so there, you really want to put more focus into how you toss than how you catch. But for the catch, again, we are in the spoon, okay? And we can also go a bit when the ball is coming, you can come a bit to kind of bounce a bit the catch. But your hand will try to stay down. You don't need to go there. Like gravity is working for you, so you can let the ball fall. Be lazy. Let the ball come to you. Here, what I want is to try, I'm going to toss at the level of my eyesight. So like this, I can see the ball going up and down. You want to be able to focus there. As you see, I'm not doing this. Because if you do this, especially when you're going to play with more balls, you're going to get your head turning a lot. You just can't focus there. You can trust your peripheral view. You just look in front. Even if you're not following the ball, you see it. And the more you're able to just look straight in front, the more chill you're going to be. At the beginning, I know it's a bit hard, but try to focus on that. And we are going from left to right with a spoon toss. A key point when you work with kids, not even with kids, with anyone, give numbers. If you give to someone the challenge that they need to make 10 of them in a row, like to succeed and to go to the next step, you will see the result. People love those kind of challenges, and when they will get to 10, they will be really happy. Kids are adults, and if you're able to give that to someone, they will keep them motivated, and don't forget to like also congrats them for what they did, because it's like, it can be a challenging process, especially with juggling, because when it falls on the ground and you need to constantly take it back, it can be like really discouraging. So it's your job also like to keep pushing the person to go there. when we are doing juggling, if I show it to you here, you will not see it. But I'm not tossing in front, neither back or close to me. I'm tossing from right to left and left to right. And here you can see it's going as much as I can on a straight line. And my hand will stay in the same position. But this is the theory when you're not. But normally, this is what happens. You are going front, back, there. So what you want is to open your chest, relax on your knee, and then bring your hand open in front of you. So like this, you have more space, and you can really focus. Then you're tossing that direction, not in front, not in back. If that happens, it's fine. Just know it for yourself and correct it step by step. It's a lot of point today, but we are learning to toss and catch an object precisely. Now, then we are able to toss from one side to another, pretty clean, doesn't need to be perfect, anyway it will take time before you will be completely comfortable with it. We're going to add a little challenge. We'll also explain you another key point, which is timing. The higher you toss, the more time you have. Same, the lower you go, the less time you have. But if you say that in that way, it's pretty boring. So let's go for a practice example. You know, toss, clap, catch. Toss, clap, catch. And this show you by experience that you are fine. And know what? Probably even more. And then, again, with numbers, you can try to give a bit of challenge. Maybe people can do 3 clap and catch. And try to still having a clean catch. You see, because I'm starting to think about clapping, my toss went from being on the line to now going in front. So it's a lot of things for the brain, but juggling is a lot of that. It's like changing for the brain and the body, it's about how to adapt on it. Now, you will probably be like, yeah, okay, I can do that. Next step of the challenge, we're going to toss, clap behind, clap in front, catch. And this is already a bit more challenging, even as an adult, but that will really keep everybody motivated. And you can also let them play a bit on that challenge and have fun before you go to the next step. On that notice, remember then, like, why also you are here to learn. It's not only like to have perfect motion, it's to have fun. So allow yourself also to go like crazy and to change yourself and fail, because it's okay to fail, especially in juggling. You need to accept that you're gonna fail a lot, and it's totally fine. It's like also like the step you're gonna go through to the process that you need to master something. And if you can teach that to yourself and to kids, it's like a massive learning for also your own daily life. It's okay to fail, and you can have fun around it and not make it as a big thing. Now, some more exercise with still one more. What you're going to do is to simply stretch your arm in front, you are with your other hand, and you're going to go under the arm and toss from there and catch it back here. So like this, you need to learn to go to the side to toss in that direction without a crossed arm. It can look easy, trust me, it can be really challenging no matter how old you are. And so you're going to try to repeat that till it's really become easy for you. Then, next step, you're going to toss under the arm, but this time catch it with the other hand. And here we can already be in a nice loop, and already like all those toss under the arm look pretty cool, and people like to play around with them. So if going under the arm is easy for you now, we can try this silly thing of under the leg. Not that elegant, especially with my ballet skills, but it's quite a lot of fun, and it still asks some skill, especially if you go for toss and catch same hand, or toss and catch with switching hand. And like this, you can also start to explore to go around your body and not staying only straight here. So yeah, explore a little bit. To go under the leg, this is again kids love a lot, and they can stay stuck there for a while. And it's definitely worth trying. Okay, so already with what I show you, you can keep your crowd entertained for a while, but there's always some who ask for more. So here I'm going to show you some of the basic moves I'm showing to kids when they want to have fun. Also, I should show them you can start to use your body. And for example, we can, while we are doing juggling, we can try to use part of our body, even the elbow, forearm, your hands. Even the more ridiculous, the better, because it's really good to also take out the seriousness of like learning how to juggle, because it's what fun, right? So you can try all those dumping on the body. One of the favorites is to use your t-shirt for it. And this kind of band, this is definitely a good one. Kids love it. Most of the time it fails a lot, but they laugh a lot. And you can also try to go for this kind of toss behind the back. That's going to ask you to be quite flexible, but they're quite cool. You see, like, already with that, you have quite a lot of repertoire and stuff you can show to kids so to have fun with them. And if there's someone that still wants something, you can try something, probably sure I'm going to fail here, this is okay. You do toss behind your back and you catch it in between your This one, it's really hard to get it. Like it's really like one of those tricks that people are challenging themselves with. But if you give that to your crowd as a challenge, it's gonna keep on for a while. Okay, and this is the end for this tutorial. I hope you enjoy it. I try to make it and to give you all the clue I have about also how to teach for yourself, but also for kids, so you can learn twice at the same time. In the next video, I will show you what you can do with two balls, but you can see that already with one ball, one object, you can do a lot, and you can let your creativity speak and trust also that it's not about only doing the correct things, but to have fun and to share that with your crowd. And I'll see you in the next one.